What's up? I'm Preston. Let's get right into a warm-up, then into some Pilates abs for me. Start with some cat and cow from all fours. Round the back, push the mat away for the cat. Inhale, drop the stomach, look up, arch the back for the cow. We'll do one more cat. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, drop the stomach, look up for the cow. We'll stretch out our midsection, our core a little bit. Drop the pelvis, look up, high cobra. Shoulders out of the ears. Then let's come back to all fours. We'll get ready for our first exercise. We start and end each core routine with a plank. Let's get right into it. Plank for 1 minute and 17 seconds. So for my straight arm plank that I'm doing, I have all 10 fingers nice and wide. My shoulders are underneath or on top of my wrists, I should say. I have my core engaged, squeezing my stomach, tucking my tailbone under. My hips are in line with my shoulders, so a straight line from my hips to my shoulders. I have my toes curled under. I'm pushing the mat away while slightly retracting my shoulder blades. I have that core nice and tight. Option here to lower down for a forearm plank as well. If you come down to the forearm plank, just bring your butt with you. Your butt should still be in line with your shoulders. You're looking down at the mat, nice long neck. Just a few more seconds on this plank and then we'll transition into our first core move of the day. Well, this is our first core move to be honest, but our first non-plank move. All right, sit up however you want to do it. I like to do it with my heels on the mat, my toes off the mat, my feet in front of my knees, my arms up to the sky, lower back in the mat. I sit up, I raise my arms up, and then I slowly roll or lower myself down. So I feel each vertebrae touch and leave the mat. Whatever version of a sit-up you're doing, I want you to do it slowly. I want you to try and feel each vertebrae touch and leave the mat. I want you to resist using momentum on the way up. So you want to feel like you're peeling yourself off of the mat, and on the way down, fight that gravity and slowly lower yourself down. So whatever version, just do it slowly. That's all I ask. All right. So same idea, you can do whatever version you want, but at the top of our sit-up, we're going to twist to one side. So same idea for me. My arms come up, but then I bring my arms in and I twist, looking over that opposite shoulder. Roll it on down, sit on up, twist to the other side. Looks like it's going to rain. I wonder if we'll have to cut this Pilates session short today. If it rains, we'll see. It's quite cloudy all of a sudden. Although the chance of rain was very low, but you never know. So we're twisting as we sit up. Big twist out of the lumbar spine, out of the thoracic spine. Wringing out your midsection as you do the twist. Where did my arm reach go? I'm leaving out my arm reach. All right, so my arm reaches, but as I twist, I bring my elbows into my knees. All right, V up with alternating arm reach. So from lying down, I should say, extend your arms and legs out, and then as you sit up, you do a V up. And then we'll reach one arm up to the sky, other arm out long, lower it down. And then as we do the V-up, we'll do the opposite thing. So this time, opposite arm up to the sky, other arm reaching forward. So we V up. Try and make your body into a V shape the best you can. You could take out the alternating arm reach and just try and do a V up, holding that V shape the best you can. Otherwise, try and get that opposite arm reach. It's kind of like a V up with a dead bug type of deal, but you're only moving your arms, not your arms and your legs. That would be an interesting exercise, V up into dead bug. It's getting really dark out here. Let's see what happens. All right. Next, we're going to move to crunches, which are smaller versions of sit-ups, but they're more focused on your upper abs. So hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide, looking at your belly button, curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat, and we'll just do small crunches up, holding at the top for a second, looking at our belly button. You should not see your elbows in your peripheral vision. If you do, make them wider. Curl up higher. Just small little crunches, crunching off the tips of your shoulder blades. Exhale as you crunch up. Inhale whenever you need to. My upper abs are definitely burning already. All right, reverse crunch. So our hands are down by our side. There's a couple of variations here. You just drive your knees into your chest a little bit, lift your tailbone off the mat a little bit, or you can extend your legs, lift them over your head for even more of a reverse crunch. But we don't want to go all the way back. We don't want to go all the way back into a shoulder plow, just a little bit. So just about right past 90, so like 100 degrees or so. Or legs to tabletop, knees crunch in, and your tailbone just comes off the mat a couple of inches. So you have a couple of options. Either option, hands and arms flat on the mat, pushing down on the mat, helping you keep you stable. Nice work. All right, side crunch. Let's do that. Let's do some oblique heel taps. So with the lower back glued into the mat, curl your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat, palms facing up to the sky, and do a side crunch, trying to reach for your heels, trying to tap your heels. If you could actually reach your heels, just move your feet a little further away. You can play with that foot positioning. Keep it wherever you can or wherever you want. Just make a little challenge for yourself to try and curl up, side to side crunch. Then let's place our palms down by our side. So now our palms are facing down. We're still doing that oblique crunch, side to side. Curling our head, neck, and shoulders off the mat, looking at our belly button or our inner thighs. Last 10 seconds on this. Nice work. All right, dead bug. From this supine position, push your lower back into the mat by engaging your pelvic floor. Bring your legs up to tabletop, arms up to the sky. As your left arm extends behind your head, your right leg extends out 45 degrees. Really reach in both directions. Then we switch, opposite hand, opposite leg. So a couple of tips here, or to get the most out of this dead bug, keep your lower back glued to the mat by engaging your pelvic floor. Engaging your abs to press your tailbone down. For the arms and the legs, really reach in opposite directions as far as you can, pointing the toe and the fingers. Go slowly. And breathe. Nice. All right, bird dog, which is just the opposite of dead bug, but flipped over. I like bird dog more because it forces you to use your core more, or forces me anyway to use my core more. So from all fours, let's extend the right leg back. Drop the pelvis, make sure it's in line with the left hip. Right leg only goes up to hip height, then you extend the left arm. Really focus on engaging your abs to try and make a straight line from your butt to your shoulders. Then place that down. The switch legs, left leg, right arm. Bring that down. So you hold each position out. You don't want to really, or you want to focus on dropping that opposite hip, placing most of your weight into that supporting hand. Engaging the abs towards the sky, only raising your arm and leg as high as your shoulder and also your hip. Three, two, one. All right, lying straight leg raise. Let's do side lying straight leg raises. On one side, lie on down. All the way down, arms stretched out, hips stacked on top of each other. Just raise your leg up to hip height and lower it down. So really focus on reaching your leg away from your hips. So trying to step on that wall behind you. Instead of the height, think about the extension or the pressing of the leg on the way down, or on the way out, I should say. And then let's switch sides. So flip on over to the other side. Stack your hips, arm out nice and long. Raise that other leg up only to hip height, but really focus on extending it away from your hip. You should feel your abs engage when you really extend long, trying to reach your foot or press your foot on that wall underneath. All right, windshield wiper. Let's do that by sitting up, hands by your waist, legs glued together. Then you up and over. Let me get in a better position. Making a windshield wiper with your legs. You also try and focus on minimal wobbling out of the torso. To make this more challenging, you can take your hands off, place them in prayer position, like so, or you can keep your hands next to your hips. Whatever works for you. Show you from the side view here. So I'm making big. You could put an object to make sure you keep your windshield wipers legit and honest. So you go up and over that object. I'm using my water bottle as an example here. Two, one. All right, flutter kick up now. Let's come on, lie on down. Head on the mat, legs up to 90 degrees, legs glued together. Then do little flutter kicks with your legs. Your legs going up and down just slightly. You can leave them at 90 degrees straight up to the sky, or you can start to lower them down to 45. And then when you get to your lowest point, start to lift them back up to the top. If at any time you need a rest break, just hug your knees into your chest. Lower your head if you have it up, rock side to side, take a breather. Otherwise, palms down, forearms pressed into the mat. small little flutter kicks. If you feel your lower back arch off the mat, that means you probably have your legs too low. So try and raise your legs up a little bit until your lower back stays in contact with the mat. All right, bicycle, similar to the flutter kick. We can keep our head up or down, whatever works for you. If you have your head up, look at your thighs or your belly button. If you have your head down, have it all the way down. Big bicycles. We first start with our legs in an L shape or a K shape. We drag our toe along the floor, up and over, big bicycle. Is that rain I feel? I don't think so. So we're making huge bicycle circles with our legs. And then halfway through, we'll reverse that. All right, let's reverse that. So other direction, huge bicycles. Really reaching out and up. So the extension is much more important in these exercises, all of these exercises, than how high you can lift your leg. It's about how far you can reach that leg forward. All right, Superman, flip on over onto your stomach. Push your pelvis down. Whoops. Push your pelvis down. Scoop your abs up. You're still good. All right. Arms straight out, legs straight out. Glue your legs together. Reach your arms really nice and long. You can option here, pull something down your back and then reach it forward, or you can swim breaststroke around, reach it back for the Superman. Either way, you want to keep your pelvis pressed down, scooping your abs up. So whatever version you're doing, you can also statically hold the Superman, or you can do the breaststroke. I keep on ramming my hand into this huge planter. Ouch. Just hold it for a few more seconds. Nice work. Side plank up now. Whatever side you want to do, transition. Have the forearm support the weight. Stack your feet or stagger your feet. Lift those hips up to the sky. You can keep your hand on your thigh. You can raise your arm up to the sky. You can raise your leg up to the sky. Whatever works for you. We'll switch sides in about 10 seconds. All right, let's try and lift our leg up to hip height for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg. Switch the sides. Side plank, other side. Either stack your feet or stagger your feet. Lift the hips up even higher. Hand can be on the waist or up to the sky. Really try and lift those hips up to the sky. And then for the last 5 seconds, we'll try to raise the leg. All right, let's try that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right, double leg stretch, or also known as a hollow body hold to a lot of us. We will add some movement with this hollow body hold. All right, come down to the mat, lower back in the mat, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, reach the arms next to your ears, extend the legs out to 45 degrees. We hold this for a few seconds, hollow body hold, then we sweep our arms around, grab our shins, our ankles, then right back into the hollow body hold. We hold that. 3, 2, 1, sweep it around, drag it in, back out, hold that. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower back in the mat, sweep it around, grab it in, We'll do 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep it around, grab it in. And then last one, reach it out, hold it out until the timer goes off. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. All right, single leg stretch. So curl your head, neck off the mat. Head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Left hand grabs left ankle, right hand grabs left shin. Extend the right leg out long. Then we switch the arms, switch the legs. So my right knee's in, my right ankle has my right hand, my left hand on my right shin. Then we switch and switch. Go at your own pace. Keep your lower back on the mat. No movement from your hips to your shoulders. Well, more like hips to your ribs. Really focus on extending that opposite leg out long as you focus on driving that opposite knee in. Keep it going. Remember, if you need that break, lower your head, knees into the chest, rock yourself from side to side. Otherwise, single leg stretch, keep it going. Two, one, nice. All right, let's try open leg rocker. Let me grab some water. Sit up. Try and do this without crashing into the planter. Start with your legs in tabletop, legs about as wide as the mat. Then see if you can extend your legs straight up, and then we're going to rock back to our shoulder tips, rock back forward, either legs back in the tabletop, where you keep that straight leg open rocker. So the goal of open leg rocker is to keep your legs open, nice C shape with your spine as you roll back. So tuck your chin to your chest. You inhale as you roll back. You exhale as you roll forward. You hold your balance. It doesn't matter if your legs are bent or straight, just keep them open. Straight legs are more challenging, so hold your balance. Keep that going just for a few more seconds. Nice work. All right, dynamic plank, twist, crunch. First, we get the plank, straight arm plank. Then we slowly drive the opposite knee to opposite elbow as we twist our torso slowly. So sometimes we do this one really fast, mountain climbers or mountain climbers with a twist. Today we're doing it ultra slow, ultra controlled. How slow can you go? If you only got 2 of these in for the whole minute, 1 on each side, that would be absolutely fine. Just go slow, controlled. Try and get that opposite knee to either the shin or the elbow, whatever mobility you have. But you really want to focus on the twist out of the torso while holding that strong plank. Big twist, making contact with your shin or your elbow. Going as slow as you possibly can. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's try an L-sit with a leg extension. So first we will start to see how much of an L-sit we can do. And by we, I mean me. So sit up nice and tall. Hands next to your butt or a little forward. Closer to your knees, it's more challenging. Closer to your butt, it's easier. I like to do it about halfway through. Sit up nice and tall, legs together. Push through your hands so your butt is off the mat. And then for the leg extension, try and reach your one leg out a little bit further than the other leg while keeping your hips off the mat. If you need a break, obviously just lower your hips down to the mat and get ready for that L-sit. Once again, shoulders down and back. Lift those hips up by pressing into the hands. Using the core to keep that L shape. Obviously a full L-sit would have my feet off of the mat as well, but I cannot do that, not yet at least. All right, we're going to do a bridge with rotating torso. So feet kind of close to your butt, knees a little bit less wide than your shoulders, press into your palms into the mat, squeeze through your glutes, press through the heels. You'll find yourself in a bridge, and then we'll rotate our hips to one side. So it's kind of like how we were doing with those mountain climbers with the twist, with those torso twists earlier, where I'm kind of imagining that I'm driving my knee in, which makes my torso twist and my hip drop. I'm trying to keep my hips as high as they can go, or as high as they can stay as I do this torso twist. If you need a break, just lower your hips back down to the mat, and then when you're ready again, just pick them back up for that torso twist. So you're kind of dropping one hip as you twist the torso to one side. Nice work. All right, flip on over. We'll do a Pilates saw with a reach. So a saw is basically a forearm plank. So let's get that first. Arms are parallel, legs are together, heels together. We have that strong forearm plank, and then we saw our bodies back and forth, and then we try and add a little reach as we saw. The goal here is to keep, this is really hard by the way, is to keep your torso from twisting like this. You want to keep it as level as you can. You can try and widen your feet to make that easier. I actually might keep my feet a little wider. So as I saw forward, I reach. As I saw forward, I reach. Trying to keep the hips as low as possible. You could also just do the saw here. Keep strong form if you do that. Or you can hold the plank and just do reaches. Or you can try and combine them and do the saw with the reach. Nice work. And our last movement, which is not a movement at all, it's a plank. We hold it, we don't move. Well, you can transition between straight arm, forearm, side plank, whatever type of plank you want to do. Get into it. Our last core move of the day. We do a quick cool down and then we are done. So remember, proper plank form, core engaged, tailbone tucked under, butt in line with the hips. You could also do a forearm plank. Just bring your butt down with you, slightly retract the shoulder blades, nice long neck. Or you can do a side plank. Hips nice and high though. Side plank, other side. You can rotate through the different types of planks we have out there. So whatever you have, whatever you're doing, keep it going for 20 more seconds. Then we'll do a quick cool down and we will be done. Great job today, by the way. If you made it this far, last 10 seconds, last 5 seconds. And let's do a cool down. Make your knees wider than your torso. Sit back into a child's pose. Reach your arms forward. Pull that mat away from you as you shift your weight back towards your heels. Nice work. Great work today. That was a challenging one. Let's come to all fours. We'll end where we started with some cat and cow. One more cat. One more cow. Walk your hands to the front of the mat, drop your pelvis, look up, exhale, squeeze your butt, shoulders out of your ears. And that is it. That was 30 minutes of Pilates, abs, core. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this challenging. I hope your core feels stronger. We are live every weekday where we do a different style of exercise. If you like the video, please subscribe. and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great rest of the day. All right, bye now.